Good afternoon. We're here today because a very minor altercation on school campus turned into a deadly shooting after school, and now 16-year-old Pignon Dalmacy is dead, and 15-year-old Jacory Redding made a choice that could change the rest of his life. It's unfortunate. Both of them were sophomores and had their entire lives ahead of them. So yesterday, about 2:45 p.m., our deputies responded to a shooting at Vogt Malone Park on West Oak Ridge Road near Oak Ridge High School. When our deputies arrived, they found Pignon, who had been shot twice. So there were a number of witnesses on scene who'd said that earlier in the day that Jacory had bumped into Pignon on school campus and had asked or told Pignon or told Jacory to apologize. He would not. The two agreed to meet after school off campus to fight at the park. So my heart goes out to Pignon's family, who is grieving the unimaginable loss of their 16-year-old. And, you know, I'm really angry that something as small as bumping into someone in the halls of a high school, something that we have all done, has now turned into a deadly shooting of a 16-year-old. This death could have been prevented, but a 15-year-old with a gun made the choice to change someone's life. So right after the shooting, Jacory ran back onto campus at Oak Ridge High School. Our school resource officer, Deputy Nelson Rodriguez, heard the shooting go out on the radio, immediately started coordinating with school administrators at Oak Ridge High School. The school was placed on lockdown, and as information was coming in about who was responsible for the shooting, Jacory Redding was located in the school cafeteria, and he was also in possession of the gun. So Jacory Redding, who's 15 years old, was arrested and charged with manslaughter with a firearm. He's also charged with possession of firearm on school property. So we know there are additional witnesses who saw this incident and the shooting, and we also believe there could be additional video that we would like to see. So if anyone has any additional information, and certainly if anyone has any video, please notify the Orange County Sheriff's Office. If you want to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Line at 800-423-TIPS. Again, no one's ever going to know who you are. You can call Crime Line at 800-423-TIPS. And for students and parents who are familiar with the Fortify Florida app, they can use that app to give us that information. So again, very tragic incident that has changed the lives ended one life and changed the life of two very young people forever. And so happy to take any questions at this time. Just know that we're very early on in the investigation.
And it might be too early for this, but do the two individuals here have more of a history dating back before yesterday?
So it's our initial indication that there was no ongoing history between the two of us, but between the two of them. But again, we're still investigating.
Could you confirm if the alleged shooter had the firearm on campus all day?
So we don't know that. So what we do know is that when he ran back on campus, there was a gun found in his backpack.
Do you know how he got that gun? Did it come from someone he knew?
So we do not know how he got the gun. We don't know where the gun came from. In these instances, in my experience, that the gun was purchased off the street or given to him by someone, but we don't have any information yet as to where the gun came from.
But as far as you know, Sheriff, it did not come from a family member?
We have no idea where the gun came from right now.
Does Jacory have more of a history with your office, or is this the first time?
Yeah, he is pending trial for grand theft auto, resisting without violence, and I believe a trespassing in a conveyance charge as well. So he was arrested for that, and the trial is pending on that charge.
When did that arrest happen?
I would have to get that to you. I don't have the exact date.
Sheriff,
So there are hundreds of mentoring programs throughout Central Florida, and I believe the majority of that is actually working, getting through. Unfortunately, those programs may not touch every single person, or certainly youth may not take advantage of those programs, and it may not translate to them, getting the help that they need or the mentoring they need. But certainly those programs are available. People know about them. They're advertised all the time. So there is additional patrol in that area today, and just so as a reminder, in all of Orange County Public Schools, there is a school resource officer or deputy assigned to every single school from the first bell until the end of the day.
Two questions for me. First, one clarifying, the school resource officer heard on the radio who he should be looking for and identified the student on campus, found them in the cafeteria?
That's correct. Information was coming from witnesses about who was involved, about what they were wearing. He quickly worked with the assistant principal who identified what student was. They went to the cafeteria, located him there with a backpack, with the firearm inside the backpack.
And how many students were still on campus or in the cafeteria?
I don't have that information right now.
Could you spell everyone's name?
I will get that to you right afterwards.
Okay.
With the open carry laws and related incidents that we've seen in the schools, do you feel that you advocate for metal detectors in Orange County Public Schools?
So anything that would prevent firearms from being on schools, I'm in favor. I know Orange County Public Schools, they have canines that are trained to smell ammunition and use those quite frequently.
Have the parents of either said anything to you, the parents of the student who now in custody said anything to you that stood out, or the parents or family of the student?
So our detectives have obviously spoken to families of both juveniles involved, and those conversations are continuing. But as you can imagine, conversations related to the death of a child and obviously the arrest of another one.
Could you confirm the ages of the victim and the shooter?
So Pion Dalmasy is 16 years old, and Jacory Redding is 15 years old, and both sophomores.
The victim, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name still, but the victim.
Pignon.
Anything about him? Is anything that you learned as to this?
No, again, it's still very early on in the investigation, and again, it's unfortunate how this whole thing started, because from witnesses said that it started that the two just bumped into each other at school, and that led to a fight, which led to a deadly shooting.